Hello and welcome back to my channel. You know, if you're like me, you've probably spent the last few years thinking, how can I transfer those precious loving memories from a VHS analog tape to a more digital format? Over the years, I purchased a couple of devices that I thought maybe could transfer the data from the analog tape to the electronic format. One didn't work out so well, the other one I never really got to try. Software kind of disappeared. But the device that I'm going to be talking about today to transfer this to this is the Elgato Video Capture device. Although I am not sponsored by Elgato, I wish I was, this device really works well. So let's check into the Elgato Video Capture and let's do it to it. That were around in the late 70s, the 80s, the 90s, even maybe into the 2000s. You may remember these bad boys. The VHS tape. Maybe your parents or even grandparents might have had these or still might have these. In fact, I have stacks of these things. This is what you recorded your family life on. Now you're probably wondering, okay, that's pretty cool and everything, this antique technology. Well, how do I watch it if I don't have this thing in front of me here called a VCR, for those of you that are not familiar with it? What this does is you put it inside here. And this VCR would be hooked to your television set. And all you would have to do is hit, where's the play button? Right there. And it would start to play. Now, these things were notorious for not being able to, for most people, set the clock on it, but you would always have that thing flashing. But this thing here, if I want to stop it, I just hit this, eject. Okay. Now, the one bad thing about this was, if you had this in here, there was two ways you could rewind the tape, kind of like a cassette player. You could hit the rewind button, and it would rewind it, and you'd just be sitting there, maybe go get a drink or something, and then come back. And maybe by that time it would be rewound. Or you can use this handy little device here, strictly for rewinding video cassette tapes. How this functions is, put the tape inside, and it will rewind it for you to save wear and tear on your VCR. Okay. Now, as recorders became smaller, so did the tapes. This compared to this. So you're thinking, okay, well, how do you rewind that? Because it's little. Well, in that case, you would have to use an adapter. Battery operated. And you could put it in here then, and rewind it that way. The only problem with these VHS tapes is, after a while, they're sitting there and they begin to oxidize. Or they could even get chewed up in the gears of the machine. If that tape is oxidizing, and eventually it's going to lose its color and audio and everything like that, how do we save the precious moments that are on these videos? Well, what I had to do is something similar to what we had done. I had this 8mm film that my dad had taken years ago with an old 8mm camera, no sound, just video. And we had to send it into this company that would then transfer the original images from that 8mm video to a DVD. But the problem with that is it's kind of expensive, and you're sending those original images to the company. Hopefully they get them, it's not lost in the mail, they do a good job with it, the originals aren't destroyed, and everything gets sent back to you, which was good in this case. But if I want to do that with my own videos and not have to send them out, I have a device that I'm going to use. Before we get to the Elgato device, I would like to show you two other devices I had previously purchased. One was a Magnavox VHS DVD writer, and then this other one is the HP DVD movie writer DC3000. It is a simple videotaped DVD transfer complete, no hassle solution. Preserve your video on long-lasting DVDs. Ooh. I never did use it. Let's see what's in the box here. Okay, we have a data transfer cable from the device to a computer using USB-A. Box with the RCA cords. Got, there they are, yellow, red, and white. Audio and visual. Helps connect your VHS, DVD, VCR to the device itself, the HP device. The software. Uh-oh, where's the disc? Still no disc. The power cable. Little dust in there. Handy dandy instruction booklet. I guess you could splice these RCA cables somehow. The device itself. So that's where you put the DVD that you're going to record to. The on-off button. Nothing on the side here. Nothing on the side there. But underneath, where our RGB cables go, you've got an S-video cable here and a USB-A slot. The back here, there is a second USB cable and the power. That's where you connect it from here to the computer. Might help if we had the software. What is this? All right. 2 free months of America Online. 8.0 version. Never got to use it. Valid in the US only. Okay. Last but not least, something to hold the cord, I guess. Anyway, it's kind of useless without the software, which I have no idea where it's at. So, this was a device that was never used. For some reason it got pushed back in a closet and forgotten about. But HP usually makes some pretty good products. Eventually, if I can find the software one day or get a copy of the software for this, I will use it to try and see if this works. Okay, so instead of sending out the memories and video to a place that might lose them, got this on Amazon. I saw a video that Tom Buck had produced a while back on this video capture card from Elgato. And let's take a look at what we have inside here. This is the device that is going to help transfer the video images from the VHS tape to an electronic format that you can then store on your computer or an SSD drive. So it comes with this, so you can hook it up to some other device. Instructions are inside the cover here. Going to use these RGB cables, the RCA, old RCA. Connect these to the back of the VHS player, the VCR. And then we're going to connect the other end of this to a laptop computer. And I'll show you how to do that now. Those of you that didn't grow up in the 80s and 90s, here is our VCR player. So I'm going to connect these cables here. What you have to make sure of when you plug it in is the out from the camera or the VCR player and not the in. Okay, it looks like the out is these connectors here. So it's going to be yellow to yellow, white to white, and red to red. Audio and video. Okay. Now let's connect it to the Elgato Video Capture device now. Again, it's red to red, yellow to yellow, and white to white. And then this end here is going to connect to my laptop. Fire up the laptop, and it'll be ready to go. And we'll need to go to the Elgato website and download the software. So we're going to choose the Windows operating program for my laptop, the video capture card, and then hit the download button. All right, the first thing we're going to do once we get into the Elgato software is change the name of the file to Video Capture Test, and then click Continue. And then next we're going to verify that we've got the composite RCA colored cords checked, as well as the 4:3 ratio we're going to use for our video, and then click Continue. Next we verify our RCA audio cables are connected and click Continue. And let's get ready to record. So let us take our VHS tape that has been rewound to the beginning, put it into the VHS player. We're going to hit play on the VHS, and then we're going to hit record.
The zombie is walking over there. It looks like some Shaun of the Dead.
This is a video that my son recorded when he was younger.
I kind of accidentally...
Okay, the transfer of the images from the analog tape to the digital format seems to be working well. We'll keep monitoring it throughout just to make sure everything is working properly. I won't bore you with watching this whole video while it's recording, so we'll get to the end in just a second. The video has now finished recording, and we'll shortly go to the next step of trim to see if the video needs to be shortened in any way. Let me adjust this for the camera so you can see it better. Now, next step is trim. Let's see what this says here.
Basically, Otis is calling me because it's being annoying.
Alright, I think we're going to leave it as is, so continue. Alright, the next step is the finish up stage where the video will be rendering. This may take a while, so we'll shorten the process for this video. Okay, we are almost done. The green bar is just about to the end. Okay, finish up. We want to play with multimedia player here.
Otis is calling me.
All right, looks like we have our video saved. Okay, time to quit. And let's find here. All right, we will now double check and triple verify that our video has been saved to the computer and that we can play it back. So I'm going to be looking for Windows Media Player. There it is. And let's see if the file has not only finished rendering but has saved now. That we can then copy it to the desktop or to a file. There it is. It just appeared. Okay. All right, we will double click on the file and hopefully it will open up properly in Windows Media Player, and it sure did. Again, you can see that this tape is kind of old, so the oxidation didn't really help with the transfer. All right, I hope this video helped you. Maybe you too can get the Elgato Video Capture and transfer your memories. And maybe by using this Elgato Video Capture card or video capture device, you can transfer your memories from a VHS tape to a digital format and be able to preserve those memories for a long time. And be able to preserve those memories in your computer so that you can look at them again and again. So, until my next video, take care.